He's about a foot under me right now. Here he comes, here he comes. Come on, I mean, he was slowly moving up there. Nope, here he comes. He's coming in. Yep, he's gonna smack it. Fish on. Fish on, guys. Welcome back to the channel, folks. It is a cold December night. It is about 7:30 at night right now. It is -2 degrees out and it is snowing on us, and the snow is gonna be picking up more and more as we fish tonight. I just wanna catch a whole bunch of fish. I mean, this is some prime time conditions for a nice little nighttime crappie bite. I got some really high expectations. This is central Minnesota. We got about 4.5 inches of ice, and I'm sitting at about 11, 12 feet for depth. I drilled about 15 holes, and I'm just gonna hole hop this whole entire area here, work as much water as I can, and pull out as many nice crappie as we can get. I know this lake has a ton of crappie, so for the goal today, we're gonna try to get 5 nice slabs, and we're gonna cook them up and bring them home. I hope you guys enjoy the video. I'm gonna grab my Vexilar. I'm gonna start hole hopping here, try to find some fish and start moving around, and we're gonna catch some fish tonight, guys. It is gonna be good, and it is gonna be cold. Let's get it done, guys. I'm gonna try to catch one and then just move to the next hole as fast as I can. I wanna catch as many fish as I can in a short period of time here. I wanna see if I can pull one of these guys off the bottom. That is kind of my main goal here. I mean, we've got about 5 or 6 fish down here. And I'm thinking if we can get lucky, I mean, at least one of them is gonna come up and try to strike. Fish on, fish on, fish on. I let it sit for a second there and he took that opportunity to smack it. Oh yeah, that's a nice crappie. There we go. This is the first one of the 5 that we need, guys. These fish are amazing. I mean, they give you such a good fight for how small they are. Gotta love crappie, and they taste amazing. Let's throw this thing on the ice. Let's catch a few more. Alrighty, we gotta drop back down again here. That fish smoked it. Wow. I can't seem to move most of these guys. I don't know why. I mean, I've got one at about 7 feet, one at 9 feet, and one at 10 feet. And none of them want to move at all. So I don't really know what's going on here. I'm a little surprised they're not that aggressive. I mean, it is the early ice. I don't think this place has been fished too much. I'm the only person out here right now. I mean, nobody else is out here in the freezing cold, in a snowstorm, trying to catch crappie just so they can have a nice little snack. Nobody does that. Nobody's got the balls to do it anymore. It doesn't matter if it's freezing out, just get out here and catch some fish. I mean, this is the best time to catch them too. People are just sitting at home, spending too much time playing video games, not enough time catching fish. Ooh, that guy's aggressive. Come on. Yeah, he just came up pretty quick. Let's see if he actually wants to commit. I don't know if he's going to. Maybe not. I mean, he came off the bottom, but came up a little bit and went right back down. I mean, that happens, nothing I can do about that. If he doesn't want it, he doesn't want it. I'm gonna move up to this fish that is about 2 feet off the bottom. See if I can move this guy. None of them. None of them wanna move at all. All right. All right, let's go fish a different hole. Before we start here, I want to set up a dead stick rod and put it in that hole right there. This thing's almost frozen shut. Wouldn't be surprised if a nice crappie will come up and just smack a crappie minnow. I mean, it's a crappie minnow and it's for a crappie. So, wouldn't be surprised if they get a little hungry. All right, now that crappie minnow's set up, I can drop down in this hole. I already see a fish marked, so I wouldn't be surprised if he wants to come up and eat. All of my line guides are frozen right now. Hate it when that happens. Strap down to these fish. We got one suspended about 3 feet off the bottom, and we got one suspended about a foot off the bottom. Actually, we got probably 5 or 6 suspended a foot off the bottom. So definitely a lot of fish down here. That doesn't always mean they're gonna bite. We got a new hole, new fish. Oh yeah, here he comes, here he comes. I got one coming in really hot right now. Here he is, here he is. Really? Huh, that is surprising. I mean, he came in fast. Swam right up to it, nice looking mark. All of a sudden got to my bait and he was gone. I mean, it happens. Is that one coming down? I might have one coming down. Yeah, I got one about, what is that, 4 or 5 feet off the bottom. Is he gonna come up? I don't think he's going to. I think he's just gonna stay there. I don't think he's gonna move at all. There's nothing I can do about those fish. I mean, if they're not gonna move, how can I fish them? You know, they're not gonna wanna bite if they're not gonna wanna move. Occasionally, I can just dead stick it in front of them and I'll get them to bite, but that doesn't always work too well, especially with a lake like this that is extremely pressured. If I just sit a bait in front of a fish's mouth, sometimes they won't bite, sometimes they will. Seems to not wanna work right now though, that's the problem. I had that one come up pretty quick. Oh, yep, here we go. Here, oh, this guy's coming in hot. Fish on. There we go. There we go. Let's get in. Darn it. This is not the size that I was hoping we'd be getting right now. I need ones just a tad bit bigger for the frying pan. She is just a little guy. Nice fish, came in super hot and aggressive. The only problem is it's not the size I'm looking for a fish fry. This one is not gonna end up in the frying pan tonight, but that is all right because we still got time. We still got a lot of bait left. So we're just gonna keep dropping down until we find the right size we're looking for. The first one we got was the right size. This one is just a tad bit too small. I'm trying to keep them at least like 8 or 9 inches. I mean, it's almost not even worth it to cook up one if they're this small. I'll show them off for a second, guys, though. She's a nice fish nonetheless, just not the size we're looking for, guys. I'm gonna throw her right back in the hole. Now we got a fish out of that hole, we got a fish out of this hole. Now we're gonna move down to some of these holes and see if maybe we can get something a tad bit bigger, because that would be awesome. You know what? I'm actually gonna try this hole for one more drop. I mean, I got 5 or 6 marks down there right now. I wouldn't be surprised if one of them wants to bite, even if his best buddy Timothy just got caught by me. I'm sure these other guys are gonna bite. Sometimes fish can be genius, other times they can be extremely dumb. Hopes are, today they're just acting a little bit dumb. I'm gonna drop down. I mean, all these line guides are frozen right now. It's the worst thing about fishing outside when it's cold. Your line guides freeze up. All right, let's see here. See if any of these guys are gonna wanna come off. I mean, it looks like either there's something on the bottom right here, like a nice looking Christmas tree, or we've got like 5 or 6 fish all stockpiled up right here. I can't really tell which one it is because none of them are moving at all. But it's just a whole bunch of marks. I got some new marks coming in though, that's good. Nothing wanted to move though. If I can't get the fish to move, I can't get the fish to bite. That is all I can really do. Oh, there we go. Oh, this guy's coming in hot. Here he comes, here he comes. Fish on. Oh man. He is aggressive. Not the size nor the species I'm after. It's a nice gill. You know what? I think I'm actually gonna keep the gill because it's 5 gills, 5 crappie. So this doesn't actually affect my crappie count at all. And I mean, yeah, it's not the size I'd want for this fish anyway, but I can still fillet it up and cook it up. I mean, it's just gonna add to the fish tacos. So yeah, it's not my ideal size, but I'm still gonna eat it. It's gonna taste good. I'm gonna throw it next to the other crappie right here. And we are gonna hopefully catch a few more because it's been about an hour and we've got these 2 fish so far. The bite is really slow, but it has been picking up a little bit. I've had a few misses, but nothing too crazy so far. I'm hoping we might be able to get into some bigger slabs tonight. That is the goal. It is starting to get a little bit more snowy and a little bit more windy, and my camera does not like snow very much. I want to double check here to see where my dead stick is at, because that has had no action whatsoever. I mean, I'm hoping it's at least in a good spot. Alrighty, had to double check and make sure the dead stick was in a good spot. And it is, just hasn't had any action, which isn't too big of a deal. I mean, I still got time. All right, we still got our waxy. Let's drop back down here. I mean, there is still, I mean, look, it's looking like 7 or 8 fish right here on the bottom, which is crazy that none of them are more aggressive. I mean, you'd think they'd at least want to take a nice look at my waxworm. At least come up and take a look. No, not a care in the world. So weird. That's all right though. If they don't want it, I don't want to give it to them. These fish are stockpiled right here. I got to get that 1 or 2 out of the bunch that is willing to leave the group of fish, because I'm going to go on a limb and I'm going to guess this is a group of fish. I mean, there's a couple of huge marks here. I'm guessing it's just one big school of crappie. They're not moving at all, but I mean, I just got to get those 1 or 2 crappie to leave the bunch and come out and explore my nice tasty bait I have for them. So if one or two of them wants to leave that bunch of fish down there, I will for sure set the hook into their lips. I mean, they're gonna be going straight from this water right home to the frying pan. So if any of these fish bite, they got probably about an hour and a half left until they're in my mouth. So we're gonna cook them up as soon as we get home. That is the plan for tonight. I just gotta get a few more. I gotta get these fish to kind of come out and explore. I don't know why they're not doing that. I'm a little surprised. Conditions are good. I mean, it's gotten a little bit of wind. The snow's coming down now. It's really cold. I mean, it just went from about 35 degrees to about 4 in maybe 6 hours. So it's nothing to do with conditions here. I'm just waiting for those one or two to come up and just smack it. They're gonna do it. They are gonna do it. This snow is really picking up here. I'm gonna have to check. I can't even feel my fingers. I'm gonna have to check the weather here. Are we gonna get like just absolutely obliterated with snow tonight? All right, I had to check the weather real quick. Yeah, the snow is gonna pick up a lot tonight. So if I can get out before it gets super, super snowy, that would make my life a lot easier. I'm gonna drop down a little bit farther here. I'm gonna move past this school. I mean, it's still got 5 or 6 marks there. I'm just gonna move right past them, work my way all the way to the bottom, and see if any of these fish are kind of stuck up on the bottom. Line guides are frozen again. Man, I know we can do it too. That's the thing. I know I can get some more fish right here. I know they're down here. We might have to move to the next hole. I was just trying to get one more out of this hole before we move to the next one. But I don't know if it's gonna happen. I do not know if it's gonna happen here. Oh, man, it is weird being the only person on this lake. I mean, this is such a popular lake here in the metro that being the only person out here is just weird. Super, super weird. But I mean, hey, more fish for me, I guess. That's always good. Oh yeah, here he is. He just came in hot. Man, I thought he was gonna absolutely smack this thing. Came out of nowhere and nope. Was not interested. I want to double check, see if I even got bait on here anymore. Yeah, still got my bait. Thought maybe I didn't have any bait, that's why I didn't want it. Nope, still got bait. All right, let's drop back down here. All right, there we go. Oh, here we come. Here we go. Got a fish right under me right now. He's in, he's coming. He's on it. Fish on. There we go. That's a keeper. It's a little bit bigger than the last crappie, but we're keeping it. It's big enough to fillet. The frying pan isn't gonna tell me no, so we're gonna keep it anyway. The bite slowed down a little bit. I don't wanna wait too long here. I wanna get back home before the snow gets super bad. I mean, it is no slab whatsoever, but it is still gonna be tasty, and that's what we're after here. We don't need the monsters. We want some nice food here, and if we can't get the 5, I'm gonna have to start keeping some littler guys. I mean, this isn't a small fish. It's about 8 or 9 inches. It's gonna be tasty though. The frying pan's gonna love it. I'm gonna love it. We're gonna have a nice little snack, turn them into some fish tacos. I'm gonna throw her right next to the other ones right there, guys. And we're gonna move on to the next hole here and keep on. Oh man, that is a big mark. Oh man, that is a big mark. Oh man, I just had a really big mark show up on my screen. So weird. I was just getting ready to drop down to him and he disappeared. I mean, it could have been a tiger muskie or a big pike. There's a lot of tigers in here. I'm actually surprised none of them's taken and snapped me off yet. But yeah, weird. He came in, came out. Nothing I can do about that. I'm gonna put on another waxy here. I've only got about 2 or 3 left, and it's on to the crappie minnows. But hopefully we can get some more crappie before it gets too late here. Oh, dude, I can't even feel my fingers right now. We are like, it is getting colder and colder by the minute. Can't feel my fingers. But I mean, if the fish are biting, I'm staying. Can't leave when they're biting. That is not allowed. Oh man, let's see here. There we go. Still got that big group of fish down here. So if one of them wants to come up, man, I will give them, you know what? I bet these fish are cold. If one of them wants to come up, I'm gonna give them a nice warm bath. I'm sure they're freezing in the cold water. I'll give them a nice warm bath in my frying pan when I get home. All they gotta do is take a bite. It's like a present. Like you take a bite, as a reward, I give you a warm bath in a frying pan. That's being pretty nice, I'm not gonna lie. I could go for one right now too. Oh, we just gotta get some of these guys to come up. Oh man, I'm gonna let it dead stick for just a second here. Change out some of my camera batteries. All we need is a few more guys. couple more slabberoonies, and we are gonna be out of here. It is snowing a lot more now, and my camera is it's getting covered in snow. Not my ideal conditions to be in right now, if I say the least. But they're biting. I mean, it is gonna be getting really cold soon, so there's gonna be a lot more ice. So a lot of these lakes are gonna be a lot more accessible. So the more ice you get, the more people are gonna be out on the lakes, which means more people, the fishing's just gonna start dying down. But that's all right, I'm trying to get out as much as I can in this early ice, because the early ice is the absolute best. But as always, even if you see other people out on the ice, be smart. Don't go out there thinking, oh, there's people out there, I can go take my snowmobile out, I can take my side-by-side out. You'd think people wouldn't do that. But you would be surprised how many people take even cars out on like 4 inches of ice, okay? Be smart, use your head. So yeah, I don't want to see anybody going through this here. That's not what we want here. But yeah, oh man, I'm hyped. I'm hyped. They're biting, that's all that matters to me. Tackle we're using right now is just a little Acme tackle hammered jig, super small jig, and we're just dropping it down, jigging it with either a waxy or a crappie minnow. And the fish are loving it. The fish are loving it, I'm loving it. That's all we need right here, guys. All right, let's probably move to the next hole. I was just about to move, but I saw a big mark on the screen, so I'm gonna sit at this hole for a few more minutes, see if I can get a fish to move, because we got a few new marks here. So new marks are good, otherwise we're gonna move right over to that hole right there, maybe 5 feet to our right. But hey, 5 feet's enough. 5 feet is definitely enough to get some new fish here. I'm just waiting for these aggressive fish. They come in so quickly. All of a sudden, they're just there. I would snap my fingers, but I can't really feel them right now. But yeah, they just come in like crazy, and boom, just no questions asked, they smack it. And those are the fish I'm looking for right now. Eat first, ask questions later. Those are my favorite kind of fish. It's always a good time when I get into those crazy aggressive fish. I mean, some lakes have just fish that are so much more aggressive than any other lake you've ever fished. I know you guys have a lake like that, where you've got some fish in it that are just either so dumb that they will bite anything you throw at them, or they're just so aggressive. It doesn't matter how many people fish it, they are just aggressive, and there's lots of them. I got a few lakes like that in southeast. Some part of southern Minnesota, it's like the southeast part. I got a couple lakes down there, and let me tell you, there are some crazy aggressive fish. Yeah, I don't think this fish is gonna bite. All right. I'm gonna jiggle it one more time here, just for maybe a little fishy maybe. No, okay. All right, we are gonna move on to the next hole here. Let's move. I moved over here, and now I got nothing on my screen. I was marking a ton over there, and I got nothing right here. Wow, how much difference 5 or 6 feet can make in ice fishing is crazy. How one hole can be just filled with fish, and even 3 or 4 feet in a different direction, there's nothing. But that doesn't mean they won't be coming. I'm gonna jiggle it around the bottom here and see if one of them wants to come up. Even if I don't see any on the graph, that doesn't mean they're not there. This thing's only picking up about, what, 5 or 6 feet in this direction? So there could be something literally right behind my camera, just waiting for a nice little waxy to eat. And I'm here with a nice little waxy for him to eat. So we should be good. We just gotta get him to come up here. Man, that dead stick hasn't had any action tonight. That is weird. I mean, usually a crappie dead stick is absolutely killer. I'm a little confused why. Is that my bait, or is that a mark right there? Oh, we do. Oh, something right there. He came in, came out. All right. I wonder if I want to put a new crappie minnow on. I mean, it's just so weird that my dead stick hasn't gotten hit at all. I'm surprised there's no crappie here that want to eat a crappie minnow. It's a little weird. I mean, I would think the crappie minnow would be good for crappie, but sometimes each lake is different. That's what I've noticed about a lot of these lakes. Some lakes, crappie minnows are killer for crappie. Other lakes, you can't get a crappie to bite a crappie minnow if you tried. So it's weird. But every lake's different, every fish is different. You just kind of got to get them dialed in as best you can. This lake, it seems they like waxies a lot more than they like crappie minnows. But I got a lake about 10 minutes from here. You can throw a waxy down all day and you will never catch a crappie. For some odd reason, they don't like it. So weird how different lakes can be like that, but they just are. All we're really doing here, guys, is just we're fishing about a foot off the bottom, sometimes 2 or 3 feet, depending on where the fish are. But we're waiting to see a mark, and as soon as we see that mark, I'm gonna bring it above them a little bit, because crappie, the way crappies eat, their eyes are up here and they can really only see above them. They can't see too well below them. So when they're always looking up, you want to keep bringing your bait higher and higher above these fish, because if you're below them, they can't really see you too well. So if you're above them, you keep pulling it up higher and higher, gets these fish more riled up, gets them aggressive, and they are going to smack it. Try to keep your bait above the crappie as best you can, because they're looking up. They're already looking at that bait. They see that bait right above them. Sometimes they'll try to strike it and not even pull it up farther past them, because if they're just going to short strike it, I'm not going to waste my time on them. But if they come up really slow and just look at it, I'll drop it down to them a little bit, get them riled up, and then pull it up higher. And they usually take that time to see it and grab it and get super aggressive. It's weird how that works, but sometimes it works so well. I mean, if I see a fish on the graph a foot below me, I'll jig it a little bit, jiggle it, jiggle it, jiggle it, wait till he comes up a line with me, and I will pull it up even farther, because he sees it there, he goes, okay, I can eat it. Then he sees it goes away, and he goes, oh wow, this bait just went away. I'm taking my time to bite now. I mean, he's not gonna waste any more time. He sees it with him, doesn't eat it. All right, pull it up above him. He sees it going away. He wants to take that opportunity. Sometimes I'll even be jigging it a lot and then just dead stick it right there for a second, and the fish see it still and they will smack that. Otherwise, if you're working it still for a long time, try jiggling it a little bit. Sometimes as soon as you start moving it, the fish are gonna smack it. Those are my 2 cents with crappie fishing right there, guys. Work drop-offs, work your points, and then just keep pulling it farther and farther. And if you have to, you know what? You can just keep pulling it until he follows you all the way out of the hole and you don't even need to use your bait. You know, I mean, it could probably work. It hasn't worked for me, but it might work for you guys. Just keep pulling him higher and higher until he's out of the hole already. I mean, it could work. I'm sure someone's done it. I wonder if I want to try a hole a little bit farther over there. We're sitting at about 10 feet here. It's about 13 over there. We got a nice drop off that goes 10, 13, 15, 20. I'm sitting at the lower point because I like to work these the shallower parts, because it seems the crappie like to come in shallow, especially on this lake at night. So I'm a little bit on a drop off. I mean, it's like 7 all the way down to 20. I'm sitting at about the beginning of the drop off, and that's usually where I catch the crappie here. So we're gonna keep going and keep seeing what else we can pull out of here. We got 3 so far. I would like to leave here with 5. But I mean, it seems the snow's died down a little bit, so that's good. That is good. We got a few marks on here still, but I think I am gonna move over to a different hole. I don't wanna spend too much time on a hole that's not producing here, guys. I mean, I'm marking like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the bottom right here. I mean, it's nuts how many I'm marking. At one hole, I'm marking 6 over there. What? I mean, maybe 7 or 8 feet in front of me. Not even a mark. It's just such a huge difference. All right, let's see here. Oh, he's coming in hot. He's gonna grab it. There's no way that fish doesn't grab it. Come on, come on, come on. But I mean, I brought it up. I'm gonna bring it up even farther. I'm gonna drop it down to him a little bit, see if I can get him all riled up. I mean, he's not moving any farther. Oh, come on, come on. And he's gone. He is gone. He came in hot, took a look at it, still got bait. He came in hot, I thought he was gonna smack it. Nope, just came in and left. That is all right, whatever. Whatever. Can't win them all. We got another fish right here. Yep, yep, yep. He's about a foot under me right now. Here he comes, here he comes. Come on, I mean, he was slowly moving up there. Is he gone? Weird. Nope, here he comes. He's coming in. Yep, he's gonna smack it. Fish on. Fish on, guys. She's a little small, but I can still fillet her. Not a problem. She's a tad bit on the small side again, but I almost don't even want to keep them. I mean, this is the 3rd one though. We still got to get 2 more. If we already had 4, I probably wouldn't keep this fish, but since it's number 3, it's all right. I mean, it's big enough. I can still fillet it up. It's gonna taste good. That's all that matters. It's gonna be a little bit less fish than something a little bit bigger, and it's gonna be a little bit harder to fillet these smaller ones, but it's still a nice fish. I mean, take a look at her, guys. She is still a gorgeous fish here. I mean, I love the colors. I love the fight. You gotta love crappie. I mean, what's not to love about these tasty, gorgeous fish? Throw her over on the ice right there by the other ones. And I mean, oh my gosh. Look at the graph right now, guys. Look at all the fish we're marking right here. It's unbelievable. I mean, absolutely unbelievable. That fish came up super hot. I mean, I did what I told you guys I was gonna do. I pulled it up above his head. He came up even more, pulled it up even higher. And I mean, it worked. We succeeded. We caught the fish. And we're gonna drop right back down because that's another mark. I haven't seen this mark yet. Usually they're all about the same spot, but we got a new mark right here. I'm gonna drop down to him. They are loving the gold hammer jig. I love it, they love it. What is not to love about this jig? It gets the job done, guys, and it catches fish. I'll put a link down below, or you can just literally go to Shields, Fleet Farm, Bass Pro Shops, any store you want to, and you'll find these jigs. Most local bait shops have them too, but I'll put a link anyway down below if you guys want to pick up one of these gold hammer jigs. They're killer, they're a great price. I mean, they are amazing. I'm gonna see if we can pull in. Oh my gosh, this fish just came in hot. Look at him right there. What are we, like a second in? I'm gonna let it sit for a second. Oh, it's a decent mark too. He's coming back. He's right under me right now, guys. I'm gonna pull it up, get him really, look at that, I'm telling you, I pull him up and here he comes. They love chasing it, and that's, oh, spoke a little too soon, fellas. Spoke a little too soon. We still got the bait though. That was a good hit. Hate it when that happens. I mean, that was a nice fish. She smacked it hard. Told you, pulled it up and he came in hot and was aggressive towards it. I know how these fish work. I know what they like. And if you can just do that, you're gonna get them. I mean, we got another fish. Here he comes. This is another one. Oh my gosh, guys. Fish on. Fish on. Whew, she's too small. I gotta draw the line somewhere, guys. This one is too small. Nice fish, just a tad bit too small. Oh, we still, oh, no. Open that mouth. I want my waxy back. Open it. Come. I will kiss you right now. I will. I'm gonna, no. Bad dog. Good boy. Oh man, almost lost a waxy. I don't think this is the first fish. I mean, I got so many more down here. The fish are going nuts right now, guys. They are extremely aggressive. Just a little guy. You guys have seen these things. You guys have seen these before. Just a little guy. She's going back in the water. I'm actually gonna put her in a different hole though, because I don't want them in the same hole, just in case they'll do me some bad. I got not much waxy left, but I'm gonna drop down here pretty quick, and we got only one waxy left after this. And that's a problem, because these fish love waxies in here. They destroy a waxy. I dropped back so quickly and he was just there. I love it. I mean, I love these aggressive fish. When they're aggressive like that, it makes it just so much more fun. But I'm doing the same thing I'm telling you guys. I see them there, they start coming up slow, I put it even farther above them. And they see that and they go, okay, it's running away, I'm gonna eat it now. And it works every single time, almost. There will be a few times that won't work, but the majority of the time it does. And I love it. I mean, if you learn things like that, catch more fish. What's wrong with learning some tactics to catch more fish? Gotta have it, gotta have it. Oh, man. You got it, let's see it. I'm wondering if I don't got enough bait on here. I've been kind of thinking that. I got like 1/4 of a waxy on. Oh, we got a fish right under us. Is this fish coming down to me? He did. He did come down to me. Fish on. That is something I don't, wow, that is a small one. That is something I don't usually see. The fish actually came down to me. Usually they come up, but I mean, you learn something new every day. I have rarely ever had that happen with a crappie, that it'll actually come down to me. And if they do, let me just go like that. And I mean, even if they do come down, usually, I'm gonna throw her, oh my gosh, guys, look at the graph again. I mean, look at this graph. We got 1 fish, 2 fish, red fish, okay, no, seriously, we got 1 fish, 2 fish, 3 fish, 4 fish, 5, 6, 7, 8 fish right there. 8 fish. I mean, how unbelievable is that? That is crazy. Oh man, oh man. All right, let's drop back down to him, guys. I am out of bait now. We got 1 waxy left. We gotta savor this last waxy, because it's not gonna last very long with these aggressive fish, but we're gonna try the crappie minnows after this. Maybe just use a crappie minnow head, because I think that's gonna work pretty well. All right, I'm gonna grab the last waxy. We're gonna see what we can do. Weird. I saw a fox running around the lake earlier today. There was just a fox. He was kind of waddling his way across the lake. It's kind of cool. We got these few marks here. I don't know if they're gonna want to bite. I mean, I'm sure we're gonna get them to bite. It's just a matter of time. Got those big marks down there that never move. I just wish I knew what they were. And we got a whole bunch of little guys here. But yeah, I mean, snow is actually done. I mean, I thought I was supposed to get a little bit worse, but no, snow's over, not too windy anymore. conditions are pretty good right now. No problem being outside. I'm not seeing it. All right, we're gonna try a few more holes here. This one was not producing. What other one do I want to try? I'm gonna go move over here, move about 15 feet to my left. Let's see if there's anything in this one. Let's see here. I mean, wow, we got so many marks here. Let it sit for a second here. Here he comes. This is a big mark. If this is a crappie, it's a nice crappie. Yeah, that's a big mark. Oh my gosh, that was a big fish. That was a... Didn't get him, but I took my bait too. That was a nice fish. That was a nice fish. I mean, I just felt the weight of that guy when he hit it. Oh man. That was a slab crappie right there. Absolute slab. Could have been a bass or a pike too. My guess is it was a crappie. Slab one at that. Hate it when I lose fish, guys. Especially nice ones like that. I mean, I felt the weight when he hit it. Pulled him up like I always do, and sure enough, he hit. Just didn't come through and stay. That's all right. Learning lesson. Maybe could have given him a little bit more time. Whew, man, nice one. Hate it when I lose those nice ones. That would have been a tasty crappie right there. I wouldn't mind a few more gills too. Wouldn't mind any. All right, let's drop down here. I think I might have just got the fish out of this hole. I mean, I had that one big one. I don't think anything else is gonna be out of this hole. I'm just so disappointed in myself for not getting that fish. I mean, just so disappointed. I could have gotten him too. All right, let's drop down in a different hole. This one ain't producing. Let's move back over here. All right, new hole, new fish. Let's see what we can do here. Oh, they are just not interested in what I got to offer. Literally just sent this thing down. Like, literally sent this thing down in 10 seconds of me putting this thing down. It got eaten. I was putting down a dead stick in there, and as soon as I put it down, it got ate. Wow. I mean, I didn't even get to touch the bottom before a crappie came out and ate it. A nice one too. I mean, she is a gorgeous fish. Nothing wrong with her whatsoever. She's gonna be tasty tonight. I sent down my dead stick. Like, no Vexlar, nothing. I was just sending it down, trying to find the bottom, and all of a sudden it stopped. So I'm like, okay, I made it to the bottom, set my bobber there, and then I started reeling up, and I'm like, am I stuck on the bottom? Nope, he ate it as it went down. I mean, it's so weird. I can't get one to bite here for 15 minutes, but I send down a dead stick with no Vexlar at all, and he eats. No complaints by me whatsoever. That is fish number 4 for the crappie count. We got 4 crappie and 1 sunny, which is awesome. I mean, we need 1 more crappie and we can get out of here. So we're almost there, guys. All we need is 1 more. Let's get it done. If the next one's even, you know, medium, eatable, I'll take it. Oh, that guy came out of nowhere. Here he comes. All we need to do is get an eater right here. Oh man, yeah, took my bait for sure. Oh, really? Okay, he didn't. That was a rookie mistake right there. I set the hook a little too soon. I felt a small tap. I should have waited till he actually ate it. Chances are he's gonna be back. That's my guess. My guess is chances are he's gonna be back. Usually when they're like this, they're pretty aggressive. I mean, you guys saw him come up pretty hot. He took a little tap, he was aggressive. So, I mean, I'm sure he's gonna come back. Yep, here he comes, here he comes. Part 2, buddy, part 2. Want to let it sit for a sec? Oh, man. He didn't like it when I let it sit. It's a decent looking mark. Oh man, what is this guy doing? I'm gonna keep pulling it up higher just to get this guy super riled up. He's following it as I'm pulling it up higher. He's gonna take that chance to strike right here. Come on. Whatever this is, it's a decent looking mark, guys. Man, it's a nice fish. He's just gotta eat it. I don't know if he's going to. Usually they don't take this long. trying to get him riled up here. I'm trying to get him aggressive. I'm gonna pull it up about 2 feet in front of him, see if he wants to chase it. He does. All right, awesome, awesome. And he's coming in hot. He's gonna smack this thing. Again, I missed him. I don't know if that might have been my only chance there. He's hitting it so lightly. I mean, it's definitely a nice fish. Here he comes again. 3rd time's the charm with this guy. I think he might be done. No, he's still there. I've pulled this guy up 1, 2, 3, 4 feet already. He is right under me. I mean, directly under me. Man, am I not gonna get him? I just want this last guy. Let's get this last crappie and let's get out of here. Come on. Don't play games with me here. I still got my bait. I want to drop down to him again. I mean, he is super aggressive. He's just lightly hitting it. I mean, he's kind of like, it almost feels like he's short striking it. I just keep dropping to him. He's hit it, what, 3 times now? You'd think he'd stay on after that. Or at least want it. I mean, it seems like a decent mark. He really wants it. But still, he's short striking it. There's 2 marks now. Yeah, we got 2 fish down here. The other one's coming up now. They're gonna have to fight over it. Oh, man, come on. 2 marks now. All right, here comes this other one. I'm gonna let it sit for a second. I got another fish coming up. Yep, here, he's right under me. He just dipped. I mean, I am definitely marking a lot right now. I've still got the same fish down here. I mean, he is still here, the same one. Oh, man. Starting to lose feeling in my fingers. I just gotta get this last crappie, guys. Just the last one right here. That's all I'm asking for. I ain't asking for a lot. He's gone. All right, that fish is gone. Great. Man. Oh, he's back. Maybe not, maybe not. Can't give up hope too soon. Just got another mark right there. Yeah, I mean, that same mark is there. No, he's gone. I mean, he's coming in and out, so I don't really know what he's doing. Oh, man. I got a dead stick right here. I'm gonna make sure. It's still got bait on it. Oh, whoa. I got a fish right above me right now. That guy just came out of nowhere. I was checking my dead stick over there. It's a nice mark. Can I move him? He's coming in. Yeah, he's coming in hot. I mean, this is a good mark. This could be a nice fish. Yep, that's a nicer one. No, I'm stuck around my deucer. All right, good. Come on. It's not as big as I thought. I mean, it's definitely a nice one. It's an ender. It's a keeper. We're eating it. All right, that's number 5. I'm not gonna sit around and wait any longer. We got it done. What you guys don't know is I was out here for like the last 8 hours, but until it got dark, not a bite. For 4 hours, not a single bite whatsoever. Yeah, for about 4 hours, I didn't get a single bite until it started getting dark. And as soon as it got dark, the crappie turned on absolutely. I had a lot of misses today, but we did get our 5 fish. 6 fish technically with the sunny. This is the fish to end on today, guys. Nice little crappie. She's gonna be tasty. I'm gonna pack all up, grab my fish, and we are gonna head to my truck and drive all the way home. It's gonna be good. These guys are gonna be tasty. We got the catching part done. Now we gotta clean them and cook them. I'm gonna teach you guys kind of how I do it, why I do it, and we're gonna have a nice little snack tonight. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of the video. See you guys when I get home. Whew. Alrighty, we have got the fish. I'm not gonna do anything special with them cooking wise. All I do is just throw on a little bit of Slap Your Mama Cajun seasoning. Nothing crazy, I like it simple. I kind of just make them into a taco. I mean, I just throw on a little bit of chipotle, a little bit of lettuce, and just make a nice little fish taco. I'm sure you guys have a lot of crazy ideas on how you want to cook your crappie, but I just like to do something as simple as just throwing it in a pan and putting on a little bit of seasoning. Nothing crazy, but it tastes really, really good. First things first, we do have to fillet them, and then we're gonna put them in there. So I'll teach you guys a little bit how I fillet them, and then we're just gonna throw it in the frying pan and cook them right up. Let's get started. Alrighty, I'm just gonna start right here, go all the way down until I hit the bone, flip it back around, and just cut my way out of here. All the way down to the end here, and that right there is what we got to eat. Taking off everything right here. Nothing left, no fish, nothing. Straight bone. Perfect little cut there, and then we turn around and we do the other side. I actually like to do it from this angle. I actually want to kind of flip that fish around, get back down in there, hit that bone again, and go right back at it. All the way down to the end, and just like that. And then what we do with this piece here, first we got to get the skin off. Something like that, and I'm just going to kind of hit it right against the skin and be careful not to go all the way through. All right, take that piece off, and boom, we got just fillet there. I'm gonna cut this part right here. I wanna save as much as I can. Right there. And after you're done taking that out, you are gonna create yourself a little bit of an L shape there. Once you get that L shape, that is exactly what you're gonna be eating. I'm gonna finish off the rest of the crappie here, and then we're gonna throw them right in the frying pan. I will see you guys when I'm done. Alrighty, these are the fillets that we're gonna be eating today. I put a few in the fridge for tomorrow, but here are the ones that we are using for today. I cleaned them up a little bit and got them all ready. We are just gonna take some of this Cajun seasoning and just kind of drown them all in it. Just like this. Not everyone likes this stuff, I do. I mean, I'm kind of just going off what I like. If you guys don't like it, that's on you, I do. So if you guys wanna complain, the comments are down below. I think this stuff tastes amazing. All right, let's just go like that. I don't want to need too much on here. Alrighty, here they are, guys. The frying pan is heating up right now. I'm gonna put some olive oil in there, and then we are just gonna drown these guys here and just get them all ready for the tacos. I'm gonna start getting my tacos ready. I like to use a lot of different things. Sometimes I'll put on some avocado cilantro, which sounds kind of weird, but it is actually insane with fish. Along with that, one of my #1 things I like to use with fish is Chick-fil-A sauce. Especially fish like this with a taco, I love it. I mean, it tastes absolutely amazing. And just hot sauce, any kind. I like green pepper hot sauce, but use whatever you want. I mean, I'm already cooking them a weird way, so you guys do whatever you want. I'm gonna do what I want. And we got lettuce. I don't have any tomatoes, but I usually add tomatoes too. Got the lettuce. We are gonna throw these guys on there and make some tacos. Alrighty, let's drop these guys on here. I'm actually gonna turn down the heat a little bit. It doesn't need to be that hot. Really doesn't need to be that hot. It'll cook them fast though. And we got here the trusty spatula. It is an absolute work of art. All fishermen, you guys gotta have these. Certified to make your food taste 100 times better. Let her sit for a second here. I'm gonna grab this just to put it on after. Then also what I'm gonna do, guys, take my tortillas and put them right in here. To get them heated up a little bit, I'm gonna put them in the toaster oven. Well, that's after I plug in the toaster oven. All right. Whew, so much going on at once. Should be getting pretty close here. take one out and test it right here with the thermometer. Want to get her to about 145 degrees. She's there. Oh. Let's get the other guys on here. Perfection. I just realized that my microphone died, so there is no audio for the rest of the video. How nice is that? Well, to sum it all up, the food was absolutely amazing. One of my best snacks I have ever made. All three of the different tacos I made with the same fish tasted super, super good. I tried some different things, one with chipotle, one with hot sauce, and one with that avocado cilantro. And my favorite was, of course, the Chick-fil-A sauce, then the hot sauce, then the cilantro. They were super, super good, and I am sorry there's no audio here, guys. I do have another catch and cook coming in a few days from now. So if you want to see another one, I got one coming. Stay tuned for that. Make sure to subscribe if you guys are not already subscribed, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.